Welcome to this video where we will look at what is an export product or service for EMDG purposes. My name is Eric Anderson and I'm from grandcentral.com.au. Information in this video is applicable for both the 2012-13 and 2013-14 financial years. To be eligible, a business must promote eligible products and services. So what are these eligible products and services? Well, can be a good made in Australia. This can include digital products as well. A good made outside of Australia, where Australia will derive a significant net benefit from its sale overseas. So for example, you design a product here in Australia. To be competitive, you have it made in China. It's exported from China and the customer pays you here in Australia. That will qualify under this particular paragraph. All services except those specified as ineligible in the EMDG regulations. I'll cover that in the following slides. It can be a tourism service including accommodation, passenger transport or tours. It can be a conference or event held in Australia. An intellectual property right that mainly resulted from work done in Australia and is being licensed overseas now. A trademark that was owned, assigned or first used in Australia, or know-how that mainly resulted from work done in Australia. To look at eligible tourism services, this is expanded on in the regulations. So the eligible tourism services can include passenger transport by land, which can include vehicle hire, but excludes a transfer service for a person visiting Australia solely or partly as a tourist. Can include passenger transport by water, passenger transport by air, accommodation for at least one night, but excludes accommodation for foreign residents studying or working in Australia. It can be a tour. It can be admission to a place for which payment is required to enter of any of the following kinds. A place that has one or more outstanding natural features or is of historical interest, a park, nature reserve or botanical garden, a wildlife sanctuary or a zoological garden, museum, art gallery or craft center, a place that is or provides an amenity appropriate to tourists, or an event unless there is an event promoter engaged to promote the event. It can be a service at a place, the principal purpose of which is to provide a venue and associated facilities for meetings, conventions and exhibitions, service provided by a restaurant, or a service directly related to the act of gambling in a place licensed as a casino under an Australian law. The regulations say that all services are included except these ones that are specifically not non-tourism services that are excluded. So excluded are services relating to migration to Australia, including proceedings or actions to enter or remain in Australia. Service relating to the adoption, custody or welfare of a child, or proceedings about the maintenance of a person except under a deed, trust or will, or proceedings under the Family Law Act 1975. This is probably one that comes up fairly regularly. Excluded are services relating to the identification, procurement, lease, sale, or purchase of assets in Australia, whether tangible or intangible, including cash, real estate, stocks, options, or shares. So that basically rules out most real estate trying to sell to overseas clients or promoting of financial services to overseas clients. Excluded also is a service relating to the protection, operation or maintenance of assets held in Australia. A service relating to compliance with the laws of Australia. Service relating to prostitution. A service relating to pornographic material, including pornographic material in publications, films, computer games, or accessible on the internet. A service relating to illegal activities or illegal products. A gambling service provided by a service provider not licensed under an Australian law. A service not mentioned as an eligible tourism service that is provided to a foreign resident tourist in Australia. a service relating to providing accommodation for foreign students studying or working in Australia. And the final exclusion is a service related to selecting or recruiting foreign students to work in Australia. If you need any further information, please don't hesitate to contact me on the following contact details. I'll see you in the following video.